patrol cars in Solon. The places we have to park? No, thank you. I'm sure you could— Jacob, you aren't going to get to drive my Charger. He wove the car through the surface streets while I did my best to undo the violence the wind had done to my hair, getting the scary blonde halo back into a semi-controlled ponytail. It made me envious of Jacob's short brown military cut. By the time I had gotten my appearance a few notches back under horrifying, Jacob had parked the car in front of our destination. The storefront was tucked between a liquor store hiding behind vistas of yellowing cigarette and lottery ads, and a payday loan office that was so antiseptic and sterile it looked like a set from an old Star Trek episode. Between them, Asia FX stood out like a drag queen at an Amish funeral. The name loomed over the store, drawn in a chromed graffiti font 3 times the height of the sans serif gracing its drab siblings. Behind the window and unlit neon signs proclaiming tattoos and piercings were panels of artwork. Skulls, Buddhas, tigers, dragons, and elaborate inscriptions in kanji and Indian script. Hanging on the door was a plastic sign apologizing for being closed, as if the yellow police tape wasn't enough of a clue. I stared at the place and felt uncomfortably aware of the mark on my back. I could almost feel phantom fingers tracing the black whorls and branches etched into my skin. I wondered if this had been one of the places my dad had brought me to when he was still trying to identify it, trying to identify me. Are you all right, Dana? I tried to laugh it off. Just some déjà vu. He looked at my face, and I couldn't help returning the look. He had a strong face, as if a confident artist had drawn it with just a few bold, perfectly placed strokes. He had a shadow of a beard, just enough to be masculine, not enough to look messy. His hazel eyes gave me the uncomfortable sense that he saw my emotions better than I did. You're due for some time off, he told me. The funeral was only— I'm fine, I snapped, too defensively. He turned from me, and my bitchiness made me feel even worse. I belatedly realized I was taking things out on him. I'm sorry. I know. Don't worry about it. He faced Asia FX, squinting in the morning light. Mrs. Kim should be here soon to let us in. He was right. I wasn't up for this. I was just too stubborn to admit it to him. Or maybe I had just become too accustomed to keeping uncomfortable secrets. When I had come to work the Monday after Mom's funeral, I had honestly thought I could handle it. I wasn't a teenager anymore, not like when Dad had been shot. But parked across from Asia FX, it felt as if the past 10 years hadn't happened. I was a teenager again, and it wasn't my mom that had just been buried. It was my dad. I could feel the irrational guilt as a physical presence filling my stomach and my throat, making it hard to breathe. I rubbed my eyes and told myself that they still burned from riding with the windows open. Here she comes, Jacob said, stepping out of the car. The victim's daughter looked like hell. She was a tiny Korean woman about 50. Rogue strands of hair trailed across her face. Her frown looked out of place, a foreign invader in unfamiliar territory. It was painful to watch it turn to a forced smile as she acknowledged Jacob's presence. Detective Hightower? Yes, Mrs. Kim? I spent a few moments composing myself as the two of them exchanged faux pleasantries. However I felt, I still had a job to do. I sucked in a few breaths, told myself to cowgirl up, and got out of the passenger side in time for Jacob to gesture my way and say, "And this is Detective Rohan." "Thank you for meeting us, Mrs. Kim," I said. "You're welcome," she responded, turning immediately back to Jacob. "What can I do for you?" she asked. Some people of a certain generation, especially women of a certain generation, really had trouble accepting a female police detective. Over the 3 years since I'd become one, I had learned to let Jacob take the lead in questioning in those situations.